Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Troy Lambert of the Plot Geek Academy, and today I'm going to show you around our webinar software that we're going to use for some of our events, and it's called BeHuman Online. Now you won't always see that in the URL. Sometimes it'll just look like it's coming from our website or one of our websites, but it'll look exactly like this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is when you get invited to an event, you're going to have a link, and the link is going to lead you to a page that looks like this. This is going to have something that says something about the event. It's going to have a graphic of some sort, but the most important thing is it's going to have a thing here that says access. Okay, so I'm going to click on that access. Now the easiest way to access is by using your Google account to sign in. Okay, that's going to be your simplest way to access. Now you can sign in by mail or even by email or even by phone, whichever you prefer. Now in this case, I'm going to hit access with Google. Now in this case also what I'm going to do is my host account is on my other Google email, on my first Google email. So I'm going to register with a different email. Okay, once you've entered your password and you're inside, it's going to do a technology check. So you just hit this blue arrow. It's going to come up with your speaker, your camera, as you can see, and your microphone. Okay, I'm going to click on all those because I'm happy about those. I can take a photo or upload a photo as my profile photo. For this time, I'm just going to take a photo, which is a lovely expression, of course, that's going to show up on my account. Okay. The next thing I'm going to have is then I'm going to be inside the event. Okay, so I'm going to see that same picture that I saw on the front page when I went to access. Now I have an account over here. I have my account, I have tickets, I have whether I'm a host or not, and whether I can exhibit or not. We'll talk about those in just a minute. But I can also switch between dark mode and light mode. If I switch to light mode, it's just a different background and a different picture, but it still works either way because the way the program is, you have options for both dark mode and light mode. So you can change those things yourself. Okay, you're on a home page here. When you scroll down past the picture on the home page, you're going to see a couple different things. First of all, is going to be basically a homepage with a description of what the event is. Now, hopefully if you registered for the event, you know what the description of the event is, but I can kind of give you a helpful reminder of what this event is all about. Then there will be a message over here sometimes that'll tell you some other additional information about the event, or in this case, it's just a thank you for being here. Then next to that, you have a schedule tab. When you click on that tab, you're going to see the schedule. Now, in this particular case, there was only one video that was part of the schedule, and then we had a networking event afterwards and a Q&A where we met in the lounge area, which I'll show you in a few minutes, okay? That showed us, that basically allowed us to network with one another, answer questions from different people, things like that. And we had a few people hang out in that area during this event. Now, when you look at events, you're going to see the schedule of events. If they're past events that have happened in the past, you can click on those and watch the videos from the past, which we're going to watch how to do. We're going to see how to do that in just a minute. Then, in the next tab is speakers. Okay, in this event, there were 3 different speakers. So if you click on the speaker's bio and want to see more information about them, you'll see that something comes up. A pop-up comes up on the side. We have CJ and Aya. We have her lovely photo. And then we have a bio that talks about her and tells us something about that speaker. So if you want to know more about the speakers, you can simply click on their picture, click on the bio, and that will appear on the right-hand side. So this can let you know who the speakers are at a particular event. Now, some of our events will have lots of speakers. Some of them will only have a few. Okay, but either way, you'll find them in this slot right here. And again, you'll find your schedule here. This obviously happened September 2nd. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon Mountain Time, 7 Eastern, and then an hour later we had a networking and Q&A event. Okay, so that was our schedule. So that's what this particular page looks like. Okay, now if you want to watch the videos, then when you click on watch, whatever video you have queued up, so whatever the most recent video is, will show up here. Okay, so since in this case there's only one video, it's going to show up here. But if there were more than one video that was available, the more videos would show in this tab right down here at the bottom of the screen. So you could select from the different videos that are a part of the event. Or you can X this out and close it out. Since there were no other videos, and I'll stop that sound so we don't have that. Since there were no other videos in this particular event, I can X that out. As soon as I X that out, of course, it wants to play more. Now, it wants to keep playing. But anyway, okay, so I can X that out and I can just watch the current video, or I can select from the more videos if there's more videos that are available as part of the event. Now, the other thing that we have here is, and we'd like to use this program better than Zoom and some others, primarily because, first of all, people are burned out on Zoom. We've been using it or overusing it since 2020, so people aren't in love with it. And this gives us some more opportunities for chat and networking that you don't have in those particular programs. So one of those things is chat, and you do have chat in Zoom, but here you have a chat that's a global chat, and then also you have individual private chats that will show up when an event is actually happening. Okay, so you have some events, you have some chat options available here while you're watching the event. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so we'll close that chat out. Also, you have the option here of viewing a map. This map will show you where all the attendees came from in the world in this particular event. We had a couple in Australia. Primarily, we had a bunch in the U.S. So that was pretty cool. But we can see where they're scattered throughout the U.S. So we can look at that as well. But the other thing that you can do is go to the lounge. Now, remember, I mentioned afterwards that we had an event in the lounge that was basically a networking event. What the lounge is it's like the lobby of a conference. You can come to different tables and you can join those tables, but you'll notice, unlike some other programs, that the video follows you. So you can continue to watch the video play and still come into this lounge and network with those around you. Okay, your peers and things like that. Now, obviously, I'm the only one in the event, but I can come over here to this table and I can join the table. Now, once I join the table, my video will come on if I want it to be, so I can turn my camera or my mic on and off, which I don't want to do those right now because you'll be seeing double images of me and that'll get kind of freaky. But I can come to the table and the others at that table will appear up here, and it's like a video conferencing thing where we can sit around and chat as if we were sitting at a table at a conference, but we can do it privately just with the people that are at this table as opposed to everyone at the event. Now, the lounge is one option for networking. Notice that this video still stays up here. Now, what I can do is I can leave this table and I can just silently observe. Like if I need a break, if I'm an introvert and I just need a break, I can see everyone chatting at the tables, but I don't have to be a part of it. I don't have to be there. Okay? There are times when a host will set up a main stage in this area as well, and they will talk to everyone that's at the tables, but you will have the option to keep chatting, and then once that main stage is over, you'll go back to just the normal tables like we see right here. Okay? Now, but the lounge is only one thing. The next thing down is a private room. And what can happen is in some events, not all of them, we have the option for a private room. So up to 25 people can meet in this room. So I can say this is going to be Troy's room, and I can start a room. Okay? And so then I can come in here and join Troy's room. Okay? I come in and join Troy's room, and then I can invite people into this room. Unless I invite them into the room and they know the super secret name of the room, they can't come in. But I can have up to 25 people, so you can meet privately where you're outside of the lounge. People can't just come in and out of your room, but you can discuss individual topics. So, of course, we suggest name the table after the topic that you're talking about, something along that line. Okay? But anyway, so you can have private rooms as well. Now, when I'm done in that private room, I can quite simply leave. It'll appear here. Now, if I'm the one to organize the room and I don't want anybody in the room anymore, well, I can just delete it. And you notice that I'm logged in as a user. This is not an admin privilege. This is something that you as users can do and set up private rooms. So you have private rooms. You have the lounge. You have the ability to watch whatever the current video is. You have the home tab And once you're watching that video will follow you around. Unless you come here and you exit out, you can X out the video, or you can hit full screen and go back to the video to watch the video that way. But you can X out the video, go down to the schedule, select a different video or a different event. Again, you can check out the speakers, all that kind of stuff, and either you can do that while the video is playing or you can turn it off as well. Okay, so this is how BeHuman Online works. It's a really great platform. Once you've registered once on the platform, the next time that you come into another event, as long as you register, as long as you log in the exact same way, either with your Google account or with your or with an email or your phone number, either way, when you come into an event, you won't have to create a new profile again. It'll save all your profile information and all that type of thing. So with that, thanks everybody for joining us for this. I know this was kind of a long explanation of BeHuman, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how the program works, how you can use it when we have different events in it. And with that, we'll see you next time, everyone. Have a good one.